Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be doing a video on going over how strong these new characters are. And before anyone even comments it, because I've seen it multiple times before, I went ahead and asked the big man himself if it's okay if I use a similar video in a game where they drop one piece of content every 17 years. I know. It's hard to understand that some people do the same content in a gacha game. I know it's hard to understand. Definitely not every other single YouTuber in a singular gacha game ever does this, but I kindly DM Mr. Big Aaron, Mr. himself. Ayo Aaron, may I, upon thou permission, use this kind of video for tomorrow? I was gonna do one, but work. And then he said, course lad. I said this is gonna be in the video so I didn't get jumped. And then I said you gotta throw in the word. Aaron's being a good boy. What a good boy. Head pats all around. Anyways, yes, he doesn't care because we're friends. Either way, let's go over the characters now. So, the new characters are kind of redonkulous, kind of insane, a wee bit broken. So this banner, I'll have to show you something coming out tomorrow, but I saw people genuinely saying they're bad. Was it that many people? No, but I'm still gonna criticize those people that think that. These characters are absurd. And the first thing we're gonna go off is Las Noches. I know there's that new calculator site, the Kisuke shop one. I tried to do the calculations, and honestly, dude, I got lost. There were so many options, I got lost. Unk Brain can't handle all that. So we're gonna go over this. Las Noches, by the way, this is what this website is. Super nice. You can see roughly what each of the GQ phases are looking like for each individual character. But yeah, I guess we can go over the art as well. Okay, I'm trying to tab out and it's not doing it, so maybe not. Okay, but Uryu, I guess we'll go over Uryu first. I feel like nobody really cared that he was going to be this broken. Okay, can I not? Okay, that's cool. I actually cannot do it like that. So we will full screen BlueStacks this one. There we go. Can you even see that? You might not be able to see it. Dude, you can't tab out on this thing, I guess. My bad. So I guess that's one thing BBSM has on this. But Uryu, absolutely insane character. The soul trait, damage taken minus 21%. The EX trait, which is going to be a whole nother multiplier, which is going from 18 all the way up to 30% normal attack damage, so he's going to have even more damage. Sprinter +1, long reach at 20, so he's going to have even more range because he's also a range character as well. On top of that, sharpshooter, regular skills is 40% bruiser, flurry +3, so he basically has 70% berserker bruiser with flurry 3 base, which is already really good. Just if you want to use him outside of guild quest, and he has sharpshooter and long reach, which is amazing. It's not like he's limited or anything. He has brave battle temporary invincibility. He has ignore brave battle invincibility. He has prevent last ditch survival, persistence. He has pierce barrier, persistence breaker, and then he blocks all boosts and debuffs. And then on top of that, the newest skill is opening stat boost, where he just spawns in with a enhanced boost of 43% attack, focus, and defense, basically making him always be the strongest character on the field unless you face another Uryu. So goodbye Askin boost and all that. Half stamina only, decreased damage taken minus 50%, and then poise. So he's already a really hard-hitting character. Genuinely, yet again, just kind of like Mila Rose, the only thing you can do is kind of either outstat him with the same exact character like Uryu, possibly just outrange him, but since he's ranged, it doesn't work. Against Mila Rose, you could gun them down with Askin or Mila or Hime, or I already forgot what the other thing was, or try to inflict status summons. If Mila Rose gets up to him, maybe she can inflict weakening and then he can't do any damage because he's not completely immune to status elements, just like Mila Rose. She's completely susceptible to that. But yeah, this character is gonna be insane. He was sniping 3 characters in 3 seconds. I'm very curious now how they're going to surpass this character. I'm very curious, but obviously the main thing of this video is the other 2 characters. The other 2. which I'm going to say this right now, I'm fine with Renji being Uryu being Brave Battles. Mainly because he'll have a Core 4 character, possibly even a second Core 3 character, because he does fight Senjumaru, he does fight Ichigo, and he scuffles with Jugerum. So, you know, that could be a whole character in its own. And then we have all of Core 4 still that we could potentially get. So, we're looking to see maybe 2 more Uryus. Does it suck that it's his first character after 3 years? Yeah, I understand that, but this is Jushiro's only 1,000-year Blood War character. Sajin got the Brave Battle treatment last year, and a lot of people were up in flames. Like, that's stupid. It should have been Toshiro. Toshiro got like 3,000-year Blood War characters in a year. He could have had a singular Brave Battle character. So I'm fine with Uryu being Brave Battles. But let's go over Renji. Let's go over Renji's kit, and then we'll look at his GQ rotation, because oh my god, is the difference insane. So for Renji, what we got here is we have the EX move, Blasted Aura around the character, giving them a 100% SP boost, and if you like multiply it correctly and all that, I believe it's similar to Kenpachi's. I don't actually know the actual full multiplication and all that, because I know Kenpachi's goes up to like 360% SP boost, I believe. So I don't know what this one would go up to, since it's on that 80. I believe Kenpachi had 100. Did Kenpachi? I don't remember. I'm not gonna. Either way, it's a lot of SP. A lot of SP. Recharge of 14%. EX trait. EX damage to lacerated enemies of 25, going all the way up to 40%, which is yet again another multiplicative status on it, or lacerated enemies. So it's going to be different than the 80 damage to lacerated enemies down here. He has a Sprinter of 1, Havoc of 20, he has Sharpshooter, regular skills, he has 60% Berserker, Frenzy plus 3, Bombardment, increased chance against all Quincy's, Debilitator of 2 seconds, damage to lacerated enemies of 80%, SP boost to 80%, Soul Reaper Resonance, where if you have an extra Soul Reaper on the team, you get an extra 10% strong attack damage, maxing out at 3, so an extra 30% strong attack damage. He has Poise Break, he has Poise, Weaken Duration minus 200%, and Weaken Defense. And obviously, if you didn't know, he also has a superior SA2. Did they mention that? Yeah, right here. Awesome. So a superior SA2 with the little like spikes around it. And then he has Lacerate plus on the SA2, the NAD string, the EX skill, and then the other ones are just Lacerate and Burn, which is going to be a lot of damage over time right there, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. This character is looking at, he literally has True Shikai's kit with Kenpachi's skills. Like, this character is genuinely fighting for #1 character in the game. I'd say the top 3 fighters right now is End of Year Heart Ichigo, Kenpachi, and this Renji. And realistically, I feel like I would edge out Kenpachi mainly because of his killer. His killer, it's a PvP killer, so he's really only going to be used in the Espada Guild Quest, whereas this character can be used in Link Slot Trials more freely, Epic Raids more freely, Limit Breaker more freely, any sort of new content that they eventually push out, like maybe that new co-op is going to be kind of difficult, while Renji and Ichigo are right there. So, yeah, this character is looking to potentially be #1 character in the game, which is insane. I'll eventually do an actual tier list. Maybe I'll do like a top 10 and then a full-on tier list of all the attributes, but let's wait and see. But yeah, this character is disgustingly insane. Not much more to say there. Let's go over the rotation. So right here, there we go. So Renji, look at like 172 at 5 out of 5. 172. And then Retsu is 192. They basically just slightly stack over each other by a 5 out of 5 below, and then the next unit is slightly better at 1 out of 5. Essentially what it's doing. Because then Renji at 1.5 has 480, and Retsu is at 327. Like, dude, the number is insane. 842 at 5 out of 5. That would be like 2.5 Retsus would have to be fighting in the same arena to be doing as much damage as Renji. Like, it's insane. I did the mistake last time of going over different GQ rotations and comparing it, so I won't do that in here because it literally says 2 100% and 2 rotations are not necessarily equivalent, so I'm not going to do that. But these characters are insanely broken. They're incredibly broken. Jushiro, I feel like he's among the question of top 5. I don't know if he's actually up there in top 5, but he is fighting for it. I will say, these two new characters, Renji and Jushiro, are number 1 in their attribute. Number 1 in their attribute. They have amazing killers. They have amazing skills. They have amazing strong attack kit. Their damage is ludicrous. Like, genuinely no complaints. Outside of, I guess, Jushiro's EX is still kind of like a whatever. Like, from what I saw, I don't think we've had the Vortex one before, so maybe it is really, really good. But from what I saw, it didn't look too impressive. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, we know Renji's is disgustingly broken. The EX move from Kenny is just... I feel like that EX move was a mistake, to be honest. But let's go over Jushiro. The surprise character of this part. I did not expect a core 2 or a core 3 Mimihage Jushiro. Did not expect that at all. But he is a Soul Reaper and Captain Killer. That's his affiliation. A Rankar Killer Plus. Also, Renji was Quincy, if you couldn't tell. Range Quincy. Jushiro is ranged a Rankar. So he's going to be replacing Bambietta. My bad, I forgot to say that earlier. But his Soul Trait is Recharge of 14%. EX Strong Attack Damage Soul Trait is 18 to 30%. So he's going to be the best power link in the game. Similar to how the 10th Anniversary Ichigo is. Curious to see how Renji's link does, because not that many technique characters that are good actually have Last Rate. Only one that comes to mind is Driscoll, so maybe that'll help push him a bit further, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Jushiro, best power link in the game. Crazy link. I know you probably won't use him that much as a link, but you know, whenever you're using like Soifon or 6th Anniversary Aizen Remake, like you're gonna be using this guy as a link, you know. So Sprinter plus 2, he has Havoc at 20, Sharpshooter, Strong Attack Damage of 80%, Frenzy plus 3. I don't know if this is going to become the norm, by the way. People have been asking if it should be. I don't know if it is. I feel like this should be special. I feel like Frenzy 3 should still be a bit special. Like, I don't think we need Frenzy 4 to push us in further ahead. But, like, I feel like for the anniversary, let Frenzy 3 become the more consistent, and then eventually we break out of that, and then Frenzy 3 becomes the norm. You know, once we get Frenzy 4, that's when Frenzy 3 should become the norm. You know, because right now it's like Frenzy 3 is kind of a niche thing. You know, we're slowly starting to get it more and more with, you know, 8th Anni Ichigo, then End of Year Ichigo, and now these characters in Kenny and Gremmy. But what we have is GQ Frenzy 3. So once we get Frenzy 4, I think that's when we'll start to get base Frenzy 3 everywhere in game, and then possibly GQ skills with GQ Frenzy plus 3 or Frenzy plus 4 in GQ. He has Bombardment of 1, special move damage of 80%, increased status amulet chance against Rankars, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, damage to paralyzed enemies at 80%, Team Party strong attack recharge at 10%. I'm assuming that this is going through different maps and whatnot, mainly for Limit Breaker. When I first read this, I thought this was just like 10% more recharge in total, and I was like, that's insane, but I actually think that it is actually just like going in between rooms, unfortunately. SP boost of 100%, weakened defense, he has long stride, and then all status amulet duration minus 200%. I guess that's my one gripe with Renji, he didn't get all status immunity. But I guess whenever you get the super busted EX move, unless you're Ichigo, you don't get all status immunity. You just get the GQ status immunity, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. Like, this character's insane. He has paralysis plus on all of his strong attacks. He has instant kill on his soul bomb. I thought that his soul bomb also had paralysis plus, unless I'm forgetting. Maybe I'm wrong. But he also has a superior SA2, which is very, very good. A lot of damage right there. I believe Jushiro's SA1. It's all saying beam. What is his SA1? I don't know. Okay, SA1 right here. So it's an AoE distant suction attack. Okay, that's what it is. I was gonna say it's similar to Yuha's, but I guess I don't see him here. But I mean, I think it's a pretty good attack. It's pretty good. I like that these characters are here. That's really nice. Also, this is a Nad string. So Jushiro has an insane Nad string. It's like the Lily Baro insta hit one. Really good one. SA2. Oh, so it's... I love this SA2. I did not know it was this one. The AoE Distant, it's kind of like a 960. kind of. You know, like Thousand Years Over Byakuya and stuff, but it's a really good one. I really like that one. And then full screen standard SA3, like yeah, nothing too crazy there. But this character is gonna be insane as well. Absolutely broken character. In my opinion, the best power character in the game, like easily. Like maybe it'd be a bit different if Aizen had a PvE killer. But since he has a boss killer, I'm a bit more speculative that I feel like Jushiro would unironically be the most powerful one. If we go to this, now obviously remember it doesn't matter in between different GQ phases, but if you want to compare, so look at Rengiku, or I guess look at like 7th Anniversary Ichigo. Yeah, don't look at Rukia. Rukia is terrible in GQ, but 172 damage at 5 out of 5. And then Rengiku, literally, like, bro, she barely is better than him. She just sucks. Like, she has more damage, but her strong attack kit is just horrendous in, like, any sort of content. But then Bambietta is all the way up here at 211 damage. Slightly better. And then 378 at 5 out of 5. Like, dude. And then Jush at 1 out of 5 is 409, and then at 5 out of 5 is 780. Like, dude, these new characters are insane. These new characters are absurd. They're so good. I generally don't have I don't have a big complaint. Like, yeah, I have a few like qualms, a few like things where it's like, oh, I kind of wish Renji had complete status immunity. For Jushiro, I wish he had a. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I feel like that EX isn't going to be that insane. I feel like the special move damage isn't that necessary because he's probably not going to be nuking anyways. Like, weaken defense at least weakens the boss, so that way you're able to one-shot. That's cool and all that, but like bombardment or special move damage, I think is, for the most part, kind of useless. I feel like full stamina damage would have been better, something along those lines. But yeah, like for the most part, like he is absolutely insane. He's insane. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, these characters are going to be getting, like, 54 seconds at 1 out of 5 in Guild Quest. Like, there's nothing more you can really do. They're amazing. They're amazing. Like, character-wise, sure, you know, you can gripe and qualm all you want. But as in terms of the actual kits, they are disgustingly broken, is all I can say. But, yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. I think that these are easily the best characters in their attribute, to be honest. And I really do think Renji is fighting for #1 character in the game, which is insane to say. Renji. But who knows? Maybe that's just a little bit to see of what's coming with the power creep down the line. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot like part 2 last year was very similar to a lot of the other just end of month characters that we got down the line. Like Giselle, very similar, you know, like damage wise and whatnot to like Soifon. I guess Oetsu far surpassed the Soifon and Toshiro, you know. What was another end of month? I'm not gonna lie, I can't think. Retsu, like very similar yet again to Soifon and Giselle. Like, so maybe we'll be seeing these characters, this kind of damage output even more and more. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys take care. Have an absolutely amazing day. Aaron said I could do it. Aaron said I could do it. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. Don't get angry. Aaron said I can. It's fine. Goodbye.